Westchester County has a mental a response team for people.
We dealt with that with Jarrell Garris, and we didn't. Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure if Peekskill has opted in it because they can't force the cities to opt in. They have to voluntarily opt in to make sure that when they see somebody that or get a call that is mentally ill, they contact this unit first. That's number one. Number two, we've been trying to get Westchester County police departments, police officers to be trained in de-escalation of people that's having mental crisis. The only department in Westchester County that has constant training is the Westchester County Department of Correction. Because we house the mentally ill. That's the new psych ward, right? And we've been doing this for the last 10, 15 years, being trained in de-escalating people with mental crisis and dealing with people with mental crisis. I don't understand how it's taking this long for the county or TISH James, since everybody want to sit here and rah-rah her with Trump, but she's not doing her goddamn job when it comes to these police departments. She is the top cop. She's the top cop. And she's not making any recommendations from her office. Even when it came to the killing of Jarrell Garris, she referred it back to the police department. What is the solution, TISH James? You're the top cop. Make recommendations. When we tried to make recommendations before, and this is why I don't like her. This is why, and no, I'm just making it clear for people that are watching. When y'all talk about, oh, you attacking a black woman, how many black people are going to die with the hands of police before black people hold her accountable? Black women, because these are women's children that are being killed. Y'all black women need to get your shit together. Because on the other side, there are black women crying because their child is even shot at, or killed, or abused by a cop. And the sister that y'all champion ain't doing a goddamn thing about it. When do we hold accountable? When we hold them accountable?
Well, it's a touchy situation because even if the department I work in is a hybrid, right? With corrections, but it's mental health. We are, even though the facility I'm working in has been in existence since 1982, they still developing how to really treat individuals.
Yo, so two things. The Damon wrote an article, reminds me of an article Damon wrote that the politicians are turning the county jail into Arkham Asylum. So if y'all are familiar with Batman, Arkham Asylum. Secondly, Lenez, that last I guess rant, if you will, we used to have a show. We used to come on WVOX. We had the Black Westchester Power Hour, and before Damon would speak, we'd be like, the words of the host, words of the. I don't know if they had it before everybody's show, but they had that before our show every. But no, I feel you on that, and you know we've had constant conversations about that. Black women will never hold her accountable. The sisterhood, they can kill us all. If there's a black woman involved in politics, they're going to defend her.
I don't think that's completely true.
That doesn't go for all black women, but there is.
I don't think
there is somewhat of a sisterhood that but sisterhood, sorority, hood, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what? It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy because when the white man held her job before her, everybody was, very vocal and critical. black men and black women, they were all critical.
Basically, almost to the subject that we're talking about, but I had to.
I almost got jumped at the Black Women's Political Caucus about Damon picking on Tish. Boy, I almost got hung in that.
Man, yo, let me tell you something. Anybody that's watching, and I'm keeping it 100. I'm trying to be, a follower of Christ, and you got to call the truth, James. Like straight music. I've known her for a long time, and she lied to me in my face. See, once you lie to me in my face, when you said you was going to put Richard Thomas in jail and you made a deal with him after everything that he did to people in Mount Vernon, fuck you. Like straight music. And I'm going to say it. And y'all could clip it. You ain't got to call AJ with what I said. Right? I'm saying it myself. And for her, and hold on, AJ, I'm going in again. And for her,
let them cook.
Not to do her job in that position. And when 14 years, we were having rallies for Kenneth Chamberlain Sr. And the last 2 years, I started letting people know, we don't want to hear about Trump no more in the Black community. We want to hear about justice. What is justice coming out your office for the Black community? Not fighting for Trump, not fighting for immigrants, not fighting for the LGBTQ, not fighting for them to give trans surgeries to minors. Not that stuff you talking about when Black boys and girls are being shot at, or killed by police, and you literally say nothing. When you didn't follow the executive order of Andrew Cuomo, when all these police departments, and I wasted 9 months of my goddamn life sitting on a panel, making all these goddamn recommendations, and all the police departments made recommendations, went to your office, Tish James, and you didn't do anything. You didn't do nothing. So all y'all Black females watching what I'm saying is true. So when you get mad at me, think about the mothers and the fathers and the families that have lost loved ones to police violence in New York State, and she haven't opened up her goddamn mouth, but she want to talk about Trump. This is going to be a clip because I'm cutting this to make sure all y'all know what I'm talking about and where I stand. Y'all Negroes got a nerve to say, well, Damon's a Republican. What? Because I'm holding somebody accountable for the death of Black people? How ignorant are you Negroes? How ignorant are you to call me a Republican because I'm standing up for mothers who have lost children? This is what we get. This is what we get. And I hear it and I don't say anything. People come back to me, tell me what y'all Negroes y'all elite educated Negroes is talking about. But y'all forget, I stand up for the people that y'all scared to stand up for. Because you're worrying about identity politics and worrying about not talking about your little sorority sister or your little organizational sister or your Eastern Star sister. Yeah, I said it. And everything I say is the truth. And the only thing y'all gonna say is just get mad at me for that. But I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for the families that have been suffering from police violence, and these politicians do nothing. Literally do nothing. I told AJ, I get tired of writing press releases because the only thing I gotta do is change the name and change the date. The story is the same. The players are just changed. And now we're here in Peekskill with another mentally ill Black man. We've been talking about this for 16 years. What is wrong? But maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's out of the matrix. I don't get it. 16 years. Somebody tell me something. Talk about the same incident for 16 years.
I will say for all those listening, sometimes Damon's views might be conservative. The things he's talking about right here, he has been consistently talking about, regardless of who was the AG, who was the mayor, who was the DA, who was not just here in New York City, and I will vouch that while a lot of y'all who are talking, when the parents of children lost at the hands of law enforcement, and even some lost to the hands of senseless street violence. You know what I'm saying? Not just police, sometimes at our own hands. Damon is one of the first people they call. I know because I get the call right afterwards. Damon is the one who goes to the mother when the mother can't find out where her son is being because they didn't have a trauma center in Mount Vernon, so they had to send him to Jacoby. Damon is the one taking the mother to the hospital to find her son. Damon is the one who's there comforting the mother. Damon is the one who sits there and has press conferences and brings the attention to the people and has consistently done this the entire time that we've been doing Black Westchester and way before that. So a lot of the issues that he said when he lived in Mount Vernon, he said the same thing. Ain't no white people pissing in my elevator. Ain't no white people breaking into the cars in front of my house. Ain't no Republican. He was saying that in Mount Vernon as a Democrat. You understand what I'm saying? Like these things, just because the political climate has changed. And because the political climate has changed to the point it is, we're at a point where we can't hear what other people are saying, and we have to write off what they're saying as they're this. Now, his views may have gotten stronger in certain places. We all change our views as we grow and mature. My views ain't the same as when I was 30. I'll be 60 in February. My views ain't the same. My views is quite different than they were when I was 40. You know what I'm saying? So we but everybody, the problem, everybody has the right to feel how they feel, and the problem is now we're at a point where everybody wants to be heard, but everybody doesn't come to the table wanting to hear. You just want to make a lot of to be heard. And that's where we are in these echo chambers, and we're yelling at each other, and that's why nothing is getting done. But this man has fought for. I've been at the press conferences. I've seen the families talk to him. I've been with him when we stood 10 toes down against Pat Lynch in New York City PBA, and at one police plaza, we having the press conference. He's been fighting for this for years. It is just not now. And the political climate has changed, and his address has changed. So now you want to paint him as something else, but he's been fighting for this all along. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out there. Like a lot of people who talk and complain and talk ish on Facebook, I don't see you at the rallies. I don't see you at the press conferences. I don't see you in the city council meetings. I don't see you in the county legislative meetings. I don't see you in the room where it happens. You can't change nothing by being on Facebook talking junk.